All right. We're back here at Song of the Day, coming to you from the Rock Cave. As usual, I'm your host, Mark Pierce. How are you doing today? It is Sunday. A little late start on Sunday today because we had a little visitor this morning. Bear kind of just hanging out for a while in our yard. Anyway, that was our excitement. Also, hanging out here in the cave, I just found these. And does anyone know that you, for a very brief time, if you wanted to buy a single on CD, they made these miniature CDs that were singles that had like 4, 5, 6 songs on them. Yep, you could buy these, and they had a little adapter, so you had to have this little plastic adapter to slide in there in order to play it. Some of them came in cardboard sleeves, just like a record, just like this guy and this guy, Wall of Voodoo. That didn't last very long. Speaking of things that didn't last very long, after CDs, after a while, I think it was Sony, decided they were going to try to put out something superior to the CD, and it was called the mini disc. This was going to change everything. It was recordable, smaller, kind of looked like a computer disc, see? And they thought this was going to basically take over the world as well. It did not. Anyway, who are we talking about today? We did change up the posters a little bit just for today. We're talking about this band over here, one of my favorites, the Fixx. I can't wait to talk about their first 2 albums when those anniversaries come around, because I'm a big Fixx fan. Got to see them live this past year with Chris Heineman. What a show. If you ever get a chance to see the Fixx in concert, when concerts come back, they are really, really strong and good in concert, and I cannot wait to see them again if I get a chance, because man, it was really good. Anyway, so this month in 1984, they're coming off of Reach the Beach. Expectations are high, and they put out this record called Phantoms. And it's hard to get the exact date on the web, which is funny because that happens to a lot of the records I look up. But it was in August of 1984, and it was heading up the charts. It did produce one #1 single on the rock album songs chart, which was Are We Ourselves? Great song. If you read the critics about this, it did have mixed reviews at the time, but when people look back at it, they basically think that this is the strongest Fixx album out of all of them, and that for songwritings and performance and everything, this was to them at their peak. The label had a hard time with the Fixx. They couldn't tell if they wanted to make them, they weren't really new wave, they weren't rock. Cy Curnin was not necessarily the most sellable frontman. His lyrics were a little more cerebral than everybody else's, so they really had a hard time with them. So if Are We Ourselves, even though it did really well, they were thinking, well, Less Cities, More Moving People, good song, but Sunshine in the Shade was really the second single off of there, probably a stronger song. The terrible video only went to number 37. MTV didn't really play it. Maybe it sounded a little too much like Are We Ourselves musically, but that's a great song. I really liked Less Cities, More Moving People. They played that on PLR regularly. They also played Woman on a Train. I don't know if anyone remembers that song, but that was on there. And I think Lose Face got some airtime too. And even with this concert that I saw last year, they played Sunshine in the Shade, Woman on a Train, Phantom Living. They played Are We Ourselves. They played 4 songs off this record. So even though it didn't do very well and only went to number 15, whereas the other ones were in the top 10, it's a solid record, and I really like it a lot. So we're doing the Fixx today. We're going to keep it short. We got a lot of good stuff coming this week and this month. I've planned out this month. A lot of these are album release dates, and I say to myself, well, there's all these one-off songs that I just like, that doesn't have to necessarily celebrate an album release or whatever. So I'm going to try to get in occasionally just a single song that was either out at this time, or that was in the top of the charts, or whatever it is. I'm going to throw some stuff out there for you people. So there's a little bit of everything for all you guys. So we have to do Are We Ourselves, right? I mean, do we have to do that one for the song of the day? I like Sunshine in the Shade. I mean, I'm going to post them all, so it doesn't really matter, but we're going to do Sunshine in the Shade for song of the day, because I really think that's the stronger of the tracks. So let me know what you think of the Fixx. I know there's some Fixx fans out there. And have a great Sunday. Looking forward to tomorrow and all week. We got a lot of good stuff coming on. Keep me on your computers and your phones, and enjoy your day. And as usual, I'll catch you on the flip side.